Now in this video, we are going to take up one more problem on the shorter distance by using the first quadrant. So here, draw the projections of a point capital A lying 30 mm above HP and in first quadrant. If its shortest distance from the line of intersection of HP and VP is 50 mm, also find the distance of the point from VP. So here he says it is 30 mm above HP and in first quadrant. Since it is in first quadrant, so VP, HP and RPP. And he has not mentioned which the profile plane, but we are considering the right profile plane for the simplicity so that we can see it directly. If its shortest distance from the line of intersection of HP and VP is 50 mm. So this is the shortest distance from the intersection of line of HP and VP is this line. So this is the vertical plane and this is the horizontal plane. The shortest distance from here to here. This distance is 50. So when you look from the side view, that you can see the distance here, which is 50. And then the distance above HP we can see in the vertical plane. But once you know this, then we need to find out what is this distance. So when you look from the front view, I can see the distance above HP. And when you look from the front top view, I can see this distance. That distance I need to find out. But I can see the distance of profile view distance. This is the shortest distance in the profile view. So when you cut it and open it, so then what happens? RPP will go to the right side and HP will go to come down. So this will going to be the position what we are going to get after the rotation of the planes. Then this distance can be any distance because you have not specified what is the distance with respect to the profile plane. So you can take whatever the distance you want. And that will not have any impact on the position because in the side view we can see only the distance above HP and also the distance in front of VP. So these are the two distances. Distance with respect to the profile plane is only seen in VP and HP, not in the profile plane. So we need to measure the distances. So to do that, so first we will going to take up the orthographic view of this problem. First we will going to draw the XY and X1Y1 line and then identify the planes VP, HP and RPP. As we don't know what is the distance with respect to the profile plane, so you take some distance and draw a horizontal vertical line, and then from XY line you measure the distance of 30 mm and you mark this point which is A dash. Then draw a horizontal projector from A dash to the profile view and you take the compass with a radius arc 50. You cut an arc on this horizontal projector, you are going to get this point. As we know that both A dash and A double dash will be on the same line, so you're going to get this point. Then since the top view is HP is down, so draw a 45 degree line adjacent to HP and then draw a vertical projector from A double dash to the 45 degree line, and then from here draw a horizontal projector to HP and draw a vertical projector from A dash to the HP. So both these two lines will going to intersect at this point and you mark this point as small a. Then you measure the distance from this point to here. The distance in the software, you are going to get it as 40.00. So this is how, and then you give the dimensions and mark the XY and X1Y1 line. So this is how you will be able to solve this problem in the shortest distance by using manually. Now we will try to solve this problem by using the software. So to do that, so first we will go for the AutoCAD screen and switch off the grid mode and switch on the ortho mode. So go to limits, specify lower left corner, by default 0, 0, upper right corner is 297, 210. Then go to line command, take some arbitrary point and click on the first button of the mouse and drag the mouse towards the right side, take some distance and click on the first button of the mouse. Again you take some distance to the top side and take and click on the first button of the mouse and then go to offset. Take the distance as 297, select this vertical line and offset to the left side of the entity and then go to the offset, take the distance as 210 and select the horizontal line and take to the top side and click on the first button of the mouse. Then go to zoom extent and then zoom 0.7x. Then go to fillet between this vertical line and this horizontal line and this horizontal and this vertical, similarly between this vertical and this horizontal. Then go to zoom window, you select this, go to the text, take the text, take the height, select some arbitrary point, height as 4 then the rotation angular text as 0, and you type the problem. Draw the projections of a point A lying 30 mm above HP. So problem number 16, draw the projections of a point, draw the projections of the point A, draw the projections of a point A, point capital A, lying 30 mm above HP, lying 30 mm above HP, and in first quadrant, and in first quadrant, and in first quadrant. If its shortest distance, if its shortest distance from the line of intersection of HP and VP is 50 mm, also find the distance of the point from VP. Also find the distance of the point from VP. Zoom previous. Now we're going to come out. Then we're going to see the problem. So you're going to write this solution. So to do that, so first we'll go for zoom window. Then go to layer. Click on new layer. Create the layer by name XY. Create the layer by name front view. Create the layer by name top view and enter. Create the layer by name side view and press enter key. Then adjust the line weights. Layer 0 will going to have 0.05 because the projectors are 0.05, and XY line weight will going to be 0.13, and say OK. Then go to front view. Front view of should be magenta. Then the top view should be having the red color. OK. And the side view should have the blue color, and say OK, and say close. Now we are going to draw a line. So first you will take some arbitrary point and draw the XY line of some distance and click on the first button of the mouse. Now we will try to draw the X1 Y1 line. Again you take some point and take some distance and click on first button of the mouse, and then identify the planes now. So this is text height is 3 and rotation angle of text is 0. So you mark VP, and then from HP, and then here from RPP. Then the distance with respect to the profile plane, we don't know what is the distance. So any distance, so distance is not known. So I cannot use offset. So I'll just take some arbitrary point and drag it in the vertical direction so that both the lines will be parallel at some distance. Then go to offset, take the distance as 30. So you take this distance as 30 and draw offset this horizontal line to the top side, and then go to fillet, select between these two, and going to get this point. Then go to circle, take intersection part of this, and what is the radius is 50. Specify radius of circle is 50 by default. So you just go to break this R circle anti-clockwise direction, again first point, and then anti-clockwise direction second point. Then go to erase, then go to trim, select this as the cutting edge and object to trim as this. Then go to line, take intersection point of this and say at the rate I will take 100 less than minus 45. Then go to line, take intersection point of this and make sure that it will going to cross this line, and then go to line, take INT of this and take perpendicular to this. So here, then go to fillet between this line and this line, and between this line and this line. Now once we get this, then go to zoom all, then go to zoom window, you take all the extra lines, you remove it. So to do that, so go to break, select this line till from here you break this outside. So from here you break this outside, Similarly, from here you break this outside, then from here you break this outside. So once you break all these things, then we will go for the dtext. Go to dtext. So you mark this point as x, and this as y, and this as x1, and this as y1. Then we will go for donut. Go to center point of the donut as 0. Specify outside diameter of donut as 3, and this will be filled circle. So int of this. So you're going to take int of this, and you take int of this. Then go to dtext again. Switch off the caps lock. So here you type this as p dash, and here you type this as p double dash, and here you type this as small p. Then go to zoom window. Then go to move. Select this y1. Switch off the ortho mode, and you ortho mode. Then you move this. Similarly, p, then HP, then VP, then RPP, then P double dash, then Y, then X, then P dash, then X1. You bring it. Now once you do that, now we go for DDIM. Then go to modify. Take the primary unit as 0. Then go to text. Take the text height as 3. Align with the dimension line. Vertical center becomes above. We can see what are all the things which is happening here in the preview. So offset from the dimension line as 2. And go to symbols and arrows. And take the arrow size as 3. And go to lines. So there will be a gap here. Offset from the origin as 2. And say OK. So then close it. Now you can see this is the offset from the origin, and here this distance is offset from the dimension line. And go to close, and now we will going to change the layers now. First you just go to this and this, go to CH and go to layer, change that layer to XY, then escape. Then you select this front view, all the three. Go to CH, go to layer, make this as front view, then escape. Similarly, you select this, don't select the arc, then P double dash, then RPP, and go to CH, go to layer, make this layer as side view. Then you select between these two by window, you select this, go to CH, go to layer, and make that layer as top view. Now we need to give the dimensions. So go to dim, take center of this, and take int of this. So the distance is 30. Then go to center of this, take int of this. So here I want to specify. So go to text. Text type here, type R50, radius 50. So you type it like this and align this. Then go to angle, select between this line and this line. So you're going to get 45 degree. Then go to center of this and take intersection part of this. And here you just go to text and don't write the text here, give space and then press enter. So there will be a space here, the text will not be written. You just dimension line location, place it wherever you want. Then go to escape, then move, you select this and move it out. Then again dim, then go to center of this, then intersection part of this. So here I want it as so go to text, don't give the text and you place it, enter. So we'll go to place it here. So this text is 40.00, so you need not have to worry about. So if you want, then there is one more method wherein we will go for distance, check the dimension nearest to this and then perpendicular to this. So here we will going to get the distance as 40.00. So now we will going to write the d text. So take height as 3, rotation angle as 90, then you type L equals question mark. So since it is rotation, so automatically that will going to take the rotation angle. But once you set for the 90 degree, so automatically everything will go to take it as a 90 degree. So go to d text, you take start point, specify height as 3, rotation angle as 0. Now you type any distance here, any distance. Then go to move, place it and place it here. Now we need to write the arrowheads, projections. So go to leader, take nearest, click on this and switch on the ortho mode and go to annotation option none. Similarly, leader, take nearest, select this and take annotation option none. Similarly, nearest, so here it should be on the other direction. So go to leader, go to nearest, on this go to options, annotation none, and go to leader, take nearest on this side and you select rotation option none, and go to explode, select this, you select this line and this arrowhead, then go to erase this line and you erase this line and you erase this line. Now we'll go to write the d text. Select here, you type answer and here d text, type L equals 40.00 and you take mm. So then draw a line and place it like this, then go to fillet between this line and this line and go to move, switch off the ortho mode and you type this answer. So this is what we need to write the final solution. When you try to match with this, both have been having the same thing. So now this is how we will be able to write the solution by using the AutoCAD software. So just if you want, you can move it near to the problem. Thank you.